Today, I'm turning into Saul Goodman and defending villains that did nothing wrong. First up, we got Ken from the B movie. Imagine you're Ken. You play tennis with your girlfriend and you're working really hard on this brochure that you're really excited about. Life is simple, life is great. But one day, a bee flies into your house and starts causing a ruckus. Now mind you, you're allergic to bees, so this thing could literally kill you. So rightfully, you try to kill it. But do you know what your dumbass girlfriend says to you?
Don't kill him!
You know I'm allergic to them. This thing could kill me!
Well, why does his life have any less value than yours?
Bro, what? Not only did she say that a bee has equal value to his life, she also ripped his brochure that he worked so hard on. Bro, she clearly does not respect this man. Okay, so that was kind of weird. But you know what? You let that slide, you move on with your life. But later, you find out that the bee can actually talk, and he's also befriended your girlfriend. And that's not all. This bee is trying to sue the entire human race for stealing their honey. Okay, that's already a lot to take in, but you know what? You're such a good person that you let this slide. Some time passes by, and one day, you come home to find that this bee is literally having a date with your girlfriend. You keep your cool, but this bee is acting so smug. Like, just look at it. You finally had it. This bee is not gonna ruin your life. You try to put an end to this once and for all, but you get your ass kicked by the bee, and you get dumped by Vanessa. That same bee goes on to win the lawsuit and almost ends the world. And he's like,
oh, I didn't know my actions would cause this, mate. I'll just go back to pollinating the earth again.
So this freaking bee comes into your life, almost ends the world, steals your girl, and then gets a happy ending.
That bee is living my life!
Let it go, Kenny.
When will this nightmare end?
Nah, man, justice for my man Ken, bro. He did nothing wrong. Barry is the actual villain here. Next up is Doofenshmirtz. Doofenshmirtz has had one of the saddest backstories in all of fiction. Like, his backstory rivals Guts's. When Doofenshmirtz was born, his own parents didn't even show up for his birth. How does that even happen? We're already off to a bad start, but trust me, it gets even worse. Doofenshmirtz had no friends. He had to throw his own birthday parties. Doofenshmirtz got bullied by this kid. A bunch of people didn't want to be around him because he smelled like pork. The only good thing in his life was freaking garlic ice cream and a giant pet roach. And we're still only getting started. He was disowned by his parents because he failed to jump off a high dive, which was supposed to prove that like he's a man or something. So during this time, he was left in the wild and raised by ocelots. But you know what? Doofenshmirtz wasn't gonna let all this stop him. So he entered into a science fair. He built his first innator, which could literally shoot lasers into space. And he somehow lost to a baking soda volcano 2 times. At some point, Doofenshmirtz was taken in by his family again.
No. Wait.
His dad forced him to be a garden gnome and just stand there for hours. He couldn't play, he couldn't eat, he couldn't do anything. And because of this, he lost his only friend, which was literally just a balloon. His dad then got a dog and named it Only Son because it was like the son he never had. Doofenshmirtz was forced to wear girl clothes because his parents were expecting a girl, but actually turned out to be a boy, and his little brother stole the love of his mom. I mean, it's not even like she gave him love in the first place. Doofenshmirtz tried everything from magic, selling whatever this is, poetry, hand shadows, making pretzels, and even the thing being thrown at the target and dunking. All of this made Doofenshmirtz want to take over the world and get revenge. But he needed to start out small, so he started with the tri-state area. But Doofenshmirtz didn't even do this out of pure evil and hatred. He did it out of a place of hurt.
You're basically a nice guy who's pretending to be evil. And you know, it seems like it's all out of obligation to your backstories, not something that truly comes from your heart.
Wow. Doofenshmirtz did nothing wrong. Even with the way he was treated, he didn't hold on to resentment. He tried many different things, but no matter how hard he tried, nothing ever worked. I'm surprised Doofenshmirtz didn't become a cold-blooded killer. Doofenshmirtz did nothing wrong, and he deserves better.
Our battle will be legendary.
Bro, Tai Lung's backstory is actually so tragic, bro. So when Tai Lung was born, he was abandoned and later adopted by Master Shifu. Shifu trained him in Kung Fu, and Tai Lung showed exceptional talent. Shifu hyped him up, saying that he was destined for greatness and that he would become the legendary Dragon Warrior. He gave it his all, his blood, his sweat, his tears, everything. But when the day came to finally inherit the Dragon Scroll, Master Oogway said no. His heart wasn't pure. Tai Lung lashed out in pure rage. His whole life, he was told that he deserved this. He worked so hard, he gave it his everything. This was the meaning of life. And just like that, it was all over. Tai Lung spent the next 20 years of his life just rotting away in prison. This was the end. It was over. But one day, he heard that the scroll was going to be given to this fat panda. He broke free and kicked everyone's ass. He went back to Master Shifu and whipped his ass too.
I'm sorry.
You could see in his face, he really wanted to forgive him, but he was already betrayed and he wasn't going to be betrayed again. Out of nowhere, this fat panda shows up and kicks his ass. He loses, and it was all for nothing. Bro, Tai Lung had every right to crash out. Like, imagine being hyped up your whole life, working so hard just to get nothing in the end. Justice for my man Tai Lung. Fire everywhere. Death. Destruction. Pain. 80% of humanity gone. All because of one man. Eren Yeager. He must be the literal devil, right? Well, he's not. In fact, he did nothing wrong. Let's take it back. Eren was a little boy living a pretty peaceful life. Until, boom, Titans. They destroyed his home, killing his mother, killing his loved ones, and destroying his way of life. Eren vowed that he would get revenge and kill all the Titans. After countless deaths, pain, and suffering, he did it. The Titans were gone. But there was a bigger threat. The Marlians. These are the people who actually put the Titans on Eren's home, and they plan to completely eradicate his home island. There is no negotiating with the Marlians. They have a hatred for the Eldians so deep, there's nothing they can do. This means all his loved ones will be dead. All that pain and suffering would have been for nothing. This left Eren with one choice. It's either kill or be killed. Eren started the rumbling, killing 80% of humanity. He sacrificed himself and ended the Titan curse. What a great guy. Come on, guys, round of applause. Yeah, that's it. So, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Peace out.